everyday routine for getting ready in the morning. Can you imagine if water was no longer a resource available to you? Although it may not seem as prevalent now, what if I told you the average American uses 80 to 100 gallons of water per day? Now could you really imagine life without water? I have a diagram here that shows the average amount, the water usage of an American in every day. And surprisingly enough, water used in the toilet is the greatest amount of usage, which is the least commonly known waste of water. Everything we do uses water in some part of it, whether it be getting ready for the day, eating food, or doing leisurely activities such as swimming or attending water parks. And unfortunately, the world is running out of water. Many cannot fathom the impact yet. It is not affecting your showers, loads of laundry, or dishes, but yes, slowly but surely, it is depleting. The same amount of water on our globe has been on our globe since the beginning of time. However, the ever-growing population is using up more and more of this resource. Upon realizing the reality that us humans are about to face if we do not improve our usage of water, I found a great passion for bettering our environment. I do not want to scare you with all the looming statistics and ultimatums, but rather raise awareness and share with you easy and beneficial methods that will help everyone become more smart with water. Alright, so let's start with some statistics regarding the United States and their water consumption. So, the United States is accountable for 50% of total water usage on Earth. And at least 30 of these states are dealing with what's called water stress, which is also known as not having enough water because of improper use and disposal of it. A prevalent example of this is the drought issues in California. Citizens are required to conserve water because this state simply does not have enough to support itself. California is unable to support its necessary agriculture, which is 80% of their water consumption, or according to Earth Justice. And this diagram here shows you the amount of drought in California, and the darker red color signifies that it is at a D4, which is exceptional drought, and you can see that takes up a lot of California. And the more water stress, the greater amount of decline in the Earth's biodiversity. So therefore, many animals are dying because of this lack of water. Because of our reckless usage, the seemingly vast water supply is in fact decreasing. According to the Grace Links Communications Foundation, the Ogallala Waterfall Aquifer, a once enormous underground water source, has lost 10% of its total volume since the 1950s. Additionally, because of the continually growing population, the remaining water on Earth is now being fought over with great intensity. Besides the direct usage, there are many other ways the United States is abusing water. 8 ounces of beef equates to 360 gallons of water, and the United States uses twice as much as anyone else. If this usage is not controlled, then there are implications for our future lives. It was found that almost 70% of the countries in the United States could face water shortage because of our ever-increasing population and our economic growth. Additionally, we just simply cannot create water. It is very valuable. Fresh water, which is the useful form of water, makes up only about 3% of the total water supply here on Earth. And without water, farmers can no longer support crops, and their livestock will not be able to survive. Clean water will become so rare that many will turn to polluted, unhealthy water. This then leads to death and disease. I have a diagram here that shows the amount of fresh water we have in the United States, and you can already see here in northern Africa and southern Asia that we're having severe problems with obtaining this fresh water. Okay, so now that the importance of water and how it is being neglected is established, let me share with you valuable ways others have begun to conserve this resource. There are many ideas proposed and followed to help conserve Earth's most valuable resource. First, increasing the cost of preserving water reduces the waste. In some places, such as Australia, a price has been put on water, letting citizens buy and sell the water. This decreases the amount of reckless usage, therefore no one will flood fields when they are required to pay for the water that they use. Additionally, when Boston failed to comply with the Clean Water Act, which regards the proper disposal of waste in the Massachusetts harbor, they are forced to clean up their pollution without federal aid, using their own tax money to do so. And I also have a diagram here showing the amount of metallic discharge in the water and how it's declined because of the Clean Water Act. Also, companies are figuring out ulterior ways to use water. Ones that produce a great amount of waste are partnering with a water utility to turn their waste into a form of energy. Companies now have the option to purchase water-efficient equipment. Alright, so now that large-scale water conservation techniques have been established, I'm now going to explain to you possible ways to conserve water in your daily life. First, you could save the water that you use in the shower. For example, bring a bucket with you, Allow the water to fill it up and reuse it for watering plants or other household tasks. You could turn off the water when you're brushing your teeth or washing your hands. Water comes out at 2.5 gallons per minute, which is a great amount that many waste during multiple routine activities. And lastly, you could fix your leaks. Many do not even realize that they're wasting water. Alright, so in conclusion, I hope we can realize how prevalent water is in our lives. The amount of water is continually decreasing, and the misuse of water is continually increasing. I just want you all to remember that water conservation is possible, and I hope that the ways I have shared with you will be remembered in the future, because water is our most valuable and irreplaceable resource. As seen here, save it before you need it.